You're doing so many things right. You're trying to eat cleaner. Maybe you're walking more. Maybe you even cut sugar, reduced portions, or tried fasting. But your belly still feels stubborn. And that's the part that messes with your head. Because when you're putting in effort, you expect the belly to respond. Yet it doesn't. So today, I want to talk about one mistake that's so common, most people never even consider it. Coffee timing. Not coffee itself, not that coffee is bad, but the time you drink it, and how that timing can quietly push your body into a stress pattern that makes belly fat harder to lose. Here's the truth in simple words. Your body runs on a daily rhythm. Your hormones rise and fall like a schedule, and one of the biggest hormones in that schedule is cortisol. Cortisol has a bad reputation online, but cortisol is not evil. It's your body's wake up and handle life hormone. It helps you get out of bed, focus, and respond to pressure. The problem happens when cortisol stays high at the wrong times or spikes too sharply, because when your body feels stressed, it becomes protective. It doesn't want to spend energy easily. It pushes you toward cravings. It disrupts sleep. And over time, it makes stubborn belly fat more likely, especially if you already have stress, poor sleep, or inconsistent eating. Now, let's make this super relatable. How do most people drink coffee? They wake up, still groggy, then immediately reach for coffee, because it feels like the fastest way to switch on. And it works, for a moment, but then later they crash, or they get hunger spikes, or they feel anxious, jittery, wired. So they take another coffee later, or something caffeinated. Then the evening becomes messy. You want snacks. You're tired, but your brain keeps running. You scroll more. You sleep lighter. You wake up not fully refreshed. And the next day, you need coffee even more. That loop is what I call the coffee trap. So in this video, I'm going to do 3 simple things. Show you the timing mistake most people are making, explain why it affects cortisol, cravings, and sleep, and give you an easy 7-day coffee schedule you can try starting tomorrow without quitting coffee. If you love coffee, don't worry. This isn't about giving it up. This is about using it in a way that supports your body instead of fighting it. Think of cortisol like your body's thermostat. It follows a daily rhythm. For most people, cortisol rises naturally in the morning. That's how your body wakes you up. Then, cortisol gradually lowers through the day. At night, it should be low so your body can relax and sleep deeply. Now, here's where timing matters. Coffee contains caffeine. Caffeine blocks the sleepy signals in your brain and makes you feel alert. But caffeine can also act like a stress signal, depending on when you take it. There are 2 main ways coffee timing can backfire. First, spike on spike. In the morning, cortisol is already naturally high and rising. When you drink coffee immediately after waking, you stack caffeine on top of that natural cortisol rise. For some people, this creates jittery energy, anxious thoughts, a fast rush, and then a crash later. Not everyone, but if you've ever felt wired after coffee, or you feel hungry and shaky later, this might be you. Second, sleep theft. Caffeine can stay in your system for hours. So when you drink coffee late, especially afternoon or evening, you might still fall asleep, but your sleep can become lighter. And lighter sleep is a big deal. Because when sleep quality drops, cravings go up. Appetite becomes louder, willpower feels weaker, and belly fat becomes harder to reduce, even if your diet is decent. This is why some people say, "I don't eat that much, but my belly won't go away." Sometimes it's not the food amount. It's the sleep and stress pattern driving cravings, hunger, and recovery. And coffee timing can push that pattern quietly. Let's compare 2 simple scenarios. Scenario A, you wake up, drink water, get light, move a little, then have coffee later. Result, Coffee feels smoother. Energy feels stable. Scenario B, you wake up and immediately drink coffee, especially on an empty stomach, while rushing and stressed. Result, energy spikes, then crashes. Later, cravings hit harder. Evening appetite gets messy. Again, coffee isn't the enemy. The enemy is using coffee in a way that makes your body feel like it's under pressure. So what's the fix? It's not complicated. It's not perfect science. It's a simple timing protocol you can test for 7 days and see how your body responds. Here's the 7-day experiment. Don't need to change your entire diet. Just adjust the way you use coffee. Rule 1. Delay your first coffee by 60 to 90 minutes. Tomorrow morning, don't drink coffee the moment you wake up. Instead, do this first. Drink water, get some light in your eyes, open a window or go outside for a minute, and move a little. Walk, stretch, or even just stand and breathe. Then wait 60 to 90 minutes before your first cup. This allows your natural morning rhythm to rise smoothly without stacking caffeine on top of it. Many people notice the coffee feels less jittery and energy becomes more stable. Rule 2. Set a caffeine cutoff time, 8 hours before bed. Pick your bedtime, count backwards 8 hours. That's your last caffeine time. If you sleep at 11 p.m., cut off around 3 p.m. If you sleep at 10 p.m., cut off around 2 p.m. If you're sensitive, move it earlier. This one change can improve sleep depth fast, and better sleep usually means less cravings and easier fat loss support. Rule 3. Don't drink coffee on an empty, stressed body. If coffee makes you shaky, anxious, or super hungry later, this matters. You don't need a huge breakfast, but pair coffee with something simple: eggs, yogurt, nuts, or at least have a proper meal planned soon. Coffee, empty stomach, and stress can feel like a cortisol trigger. Rule 4. Replace your second cup instead of adding more caffeine. If you love the warm drink ritual later, keep the ritual. Just switch to decaf coffee, herbal tea, or hot water with lemon. Same comfort, less sleep damage. Now, do this for 7 days and track just 3 things: sleep quality, cravings, especially evening cravings, and belly bloating or tight waist feeling. If those improve, you've found a lever that supports your fat loss journey. Quick recap: coffee is not automatically bad, but coffee at the wrong time can disrupt cortisol rhythm, worsen sleep, and increase cravings, making belly fat harder to reduce. So try this. Delay coffee 60 to 90 minutes, cut off caffeine 8 hours before bed, don't drink it on an empty, stressed body, and swap the late cup. If you want my next video, comment coffee and I'll cover the 6 p.m. rule that reduces late-night cravings. And if this helped, subscribe for more simple science-based fat loss rules. Quick safety note: if you're pregnant, have heart issues, severe anxiety, or are on medication that interacts with caffeine, talk to a professional before making changes.